Hey guys, it's me, Positively Udo, with an update on the Wellbutrin. If you have not seen my original video on Wellbutrin, I have it somewhere. I filmed a 4-week update 8 months ago, so this is a 9-month update. And if you don't know what Wellbutrin is, it is an antidepressant that also people use for attention deficit disorder as well. So I have I've been diagnosed with attention deficit disorder, and I've been diagnosed with bipolar type 2 depression. So I've been taking the Wellbutrin. And after 9 months, I decided to change. So what's ended up happening is I finally sought out a second opinion from a different psychiatrist, and he doesn't think I have attention deficit disorder, and he doesn't think I have bipolar type 2. He thinks I just have, saying plain old depression, it sounds weird, but he thinks I just have depression. So what led up to this? What led up to finding a different psychiatrist and taking less Wellbutrin? So when I made that video, the 4-week update with Wellbutrin, it was honestly a honeymoon period. If you don't know what that is, and I found out now I know that Wellbutrin is notorious for this, for having a honeymoon period, which means there's a period of time where you feel like the medicine is a godsend. You feel like, you're clear and you're focused and you're getting things done, and you think that you solved your problem. You think the Wellbutrin is helping. But then after a while, the Wellbutrin becomes less effective. For me, I went from 50 milligrams to 150 to 300, and you can't go much higher than 300. So it's not a medicine that you can just keep upping the dose. But I was taking it because, before the Wellbutrin, I was having ideation. I was just beside myself, crying every day, like dark, curled up in a ball, turn off the lights, won't leave the bed for the entire day. I wouldn't leave bed for like almost a week, you know what I'm saying? Like literally staying in bed, only getting up to pee, use the restroom. And, and if after, 20 hours of not eating, getting something to eat, or ordering something to be delivered, like it was really bad. And so with the Wellbutrin, I never got that bad again. So for months, I was just happy that I wasn't that bad again. But a few conversations kind of opened my eyes to, okay, there needs to be a change. The first conversation was honestly a few months ago. And it was a conversation with my mother. Now, if you're like any other girl with your mom, especially if you're younger, when your mom says something, you kind of don't want to take it. Like you really have to like sit on it in order to take it. So I was talking with my mom, and she was like, I don't know why you're the way you are. You need to figure out something. You really got to get your stuff together. And I said, well, I'm taking medication and it's helping. And she said, no, it's not. It's not helping. And I'm like, what do you mean it's not helping? It's totally helping. Like, and I never told my mom that the depth of my emotional struggle, but so I couldn't tell her, look, I'm like not wanting to no longer exist anymore. Like, this is totally helping. But I couldn't say that. All I could say was, no, it's totally helping. And she's like, no, it's not helping. This is still happening. Your room's still messy. I bet your car's a mess, and this and that and this and that. And I was like, well, what about this? This area of my life has improved. And she's like, no, that's only improved because, people are forcing you to, and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I don't see the results. I don't think whatever you're doing is not working. And so at first I was offended because I was like, oh my God, it's like, it's a big deal for me that I'm even with you, it's a big deal for me that I'm even not in bed right now, that I'm actually just out and about with you. That's a big stepping stone for me. And you're just kind of dismissing that because you just don't understand. So, but, after thinking about it, I was like, you know what? She's right, though. Like, there's still a lot of progress left to be made. So I would go to my psychiatrist and I would say, hey, life isn't different. I feel different, which is great. But my life isn't different. My life isn't different. Like, there's still things that kind of I'm oblivious to that neurotypical people are not. Like, a neurotypical person will notice that, their car is a mess. They'll notice it and do something about it. But I won't notice it until like a week and a half. And then when I want to start doing something about it, I get overwhelmed and don't do anything about it. And the cycle continues and I completely forget about it and ignore it and don't notice it. And then, so what do? And my psychiatrist would say, well, I don't know. What do you want to do? You're on Wellbutrin and you're taking your Evykio, which is an ADHD medication. And she'd say, what do you want to do? And I'm just like, Trick, that's what I'm paying you to figure out. You're the one with a medical degree. What am I paying you for? What? She's like, well, you want to try a different medication? And I was like, sure, I guess. Okay, which one you want to do? I don't know. Maybe Prozac? I don't know. Are you sure you want to take Prozac? Because I don't know. And this is what the conversation would be. Every month or every other month, I would go in to see her and I'd be like, hey, I think I need something else. And she's like, okay, what do you want to do? And I'll be like, I don't know. And this just kept happening. And then finally, the last straw was when, whoops. Hold on, guys. Okay, I have to start my car because, okay. Let's go. Let's get this back on. Okay. I might as well pull forward. So people in front of me just... Actually, is it a good... No, not do that. Okay. So, the last straw was, I'm working really hard my business, and I'm really working hard to get my financial situation in a different place. Like, I want to start saving my money again. And, I kind of have come up with a different wealth strategy that I'm working on. Whereas before I was doing a lot of active investing, and now I want to do more passive investing because the active investing has totally bit me in the butt. That's a completely different video. But, all these people talking about they make all this money in real estate and stuff like that. That stuff bit me in the butt. And honestly, if I wasn't struggling with the mental health, maybe it wouldn't have bit me in the butt. Maybe I would have seen more success with I'll be honest, I would have seen a lot more success with my active investments if I wasn't dealing with the mental health stuff. But I just came to accept, this active investing thing is not for me right now, and I want to start doing passive investments. So I've just kind of totally reworked my financial strategy, and things were just not moving. Like, I just wasn't getting things done with my business. It wasn't growing at the rate that I felt it should. Like, it just mentally, I just felt like, okay, something is totally not right. Number one, I was more negative. My emotions were going up and down again. So I started taking CBD oil, and you'll see, if you go through my videos, you'll see I have a lot of videos about CBD. And yeah, I'm not into CBD anymore. I'm like, and that's another video that I'll make, but no, I'm not into CBD. So yeah, I'm not. I have some people who want me to sell CBD. I've given CBD a fair shot, I believe, and I'm just not about it. I'm just not about it. Sometimes, depending on the brand, it made it worse. So I just felt like I'm negative. My emotions are up and down. I'm crying. It felt like every other day I was starting to cry. I would feel like, I guess, brain fog. Like, I just couldn't grasp what is going on in my day. Like, I just couldn't grasp it. Like, I would write in my planner multiple times a day, like, okay, no, here's my to-do list. Okay, and I would just rewrite my to-do list, and it just wasn't going in. I'm like, just one thing. Let's focus on one thing. Okay, what one thing do I focus on? Okay, this, and then I would get distracted, and it was just really too much. It was really overwhelming. It was affecting my work. My mentor would be like, look, what's going on? You know, like, not asking you to do much. I'm like, I know. And things were starting to go downhill mentally. And I was like, okay, like, this medicine isn't working anymore. Like, at this point, I feel that I can rightfully say I've given it enough time, and I can rightfully say that this medicine isn't working for me anymore. This Wellbutrin isn't working for me. So I go to my doctor, and I'm like, listen, it's not working for me anymore. And she said, again, what do you want to do? And I said, I don't know, but it's not working. She's like, well, are you taking it every single day? And I'm like, okay, well, I miss a few days, but it's not where it's been 9 months. And she just re-prescribed me the same thing. And she's like, you know what? Just what you need to do, you just take your ADHD medication in the morning, first thing in the morning. And I was like, you know what? I haven't really liked my psychiatrist. Like, from day one, I never really liked her. Like, from day one, when she diagnosed me with bipolar type 2, I was very questionable about her. But she was cheap. She's the cheapest psychiatrist I could find. At this point, I was like, you know what? 2019 is a year that I really cannot afford to still be struggling with this problem. I literally cannot. There is a lot of money on the line. There's like millions of dollars of my financial future. Millions of dollars of my future retirement, literally. Millions of dollars for my future children's school education. Millions of dollars for my nonprofit foundation. There is money on the effing line this year. And I'm experienced enough in this mental health journey to start taking more action. And money, this psychiatrist being the cheapest psychiatrist, is not going to be the freaking reason that my problems don't change. Like, as human beings, we'll always have problems, but the goal is that you have different problems. And so if your problem is the same problem it's been for a while, you need to fix something. You know, like, there's people who, they have money problems for a long time. Like, you've had this not able to pay rent on time problem for like 3 years. you need to change something. You know what I mean? Like, you need to have a different problem. Like, let's upgrade from not being able to pay rent to not being able to max out your 401k. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get a different problem. And so I decided, so let me find a doctor. And the thing about the psychiatrist is that they're almost $200 to see a new psychiatrist. My current psychologist is $60. But I was like, screw it. I need somebody different. And so I got a virtual psychiatrist. He's $175. He was able to see me on a Sunday. And he said, I don't think you have ADHD. I don't think you have bipolar type 2. I think you just have clinical depression. And I'm going to start you on Zoloft. So I've been on Zoloft for a week. And I've been taking my Wellbutrin like every 2 days or so. Like, the thing, I can stop the Wellbutrin cold turkey. I don't have any side effects. The great thing about Wellbutrin is I had 0 side effects except for that one stint that I had like a weird, I don't know what you call it, disassociation thing for one night. But other than that, I had 0 side effects. I have 0 side effects on Wellbutrin, and I have 0 side effects stopping it. Like, I can stop cold turkey, no problem. But I didn't want to, I don't know. I didn't want to risk it because I was also taking a new medication. So I'm kind of weaning myself off. And I've been on the Zoloft. The first week of Zoloft has been really sucky. I've had headaches. I've had nausea, morning sickness. And it's worth it to potentially solve this problem of mine. It's worth it. Since taking the Zoloft, and this is totally placebo because it takes at least 2 weeks for the Zoloft to get into effect, but my mind has been clear. It has been easier for me to do things, to be around people. Oh my God, like, the anxiety problem I've had is for the most part gone. Like, I haven't reached for my CBD oil in a week. I haven't reached for the CBD. Like, I don't know. So far, so good. Despite the side effects are worth it for what I feel right now and for the potential to completely change my life around. It's so worth it. And I'm willing to go through it happily. So that's kind of my story. That's where I'm at with the Wellbutrin. I'm weaning off of it. I might get back on it if I continue having side effects. Because one of the side effects with Zoloft is a decreased libido. So if that and it's kind of like TMI kind of thing, but I mean, I'm in a place where a decreased libido wouldn't be terrible. Like, it wouldn't be a problem, but also it just kind of is going to get to a point where, I don't want that. You know what I mean? Some people get weight gain, and so Wellbutrin, sometimes it's given, it kind of counteracts that stuff. So it's good to know that Wellbutrin is in my corner, and I love Wellbutrin. But definitely cannot take it on its own. It's not effective on its own. So that's my 9-month update, guys. Thanks for watching this journey. Hopefully this is helping some of you. And make sure you subscribe so you can continue tuning into the journey. I am gonna go back into this party. I'm at a graduation party. That's why I got all the makeup on. And until next time, guys, much love, much luck. Peace out.